G'day legends, and welcome back to the episode of That Slot Car News and Updates for a Friday. We have got plenty to get through. Sideways has shown off two of their liveries for the Skyline. We've had the Carrera live event during the week. Let's take a look at some of the cars from that and the sample that I received. So welcome back to another episode of Legends, and before we dive headfirst into news for a Friday, as always, a massive thank you to you at home for tuning in regularly, watching the news and anything else that gets put out on our channel. And of course, the official news sponsor, Pendleslot. Please check out their socials linked in this video description and of course the channel description. But let's dive headfirst into the news for a Friday, and we'll kick off with the Carrera live event. So let's kick off with some Carrera news first, and if you did miss out, we did have the Carrera live event on Wednesday the 6th. It was hosted at Carrera World here in Austria, just out of Salzburg, about an hour and 10 from me. Really cool night, and whilst I'm talking, I will put up some snippets of the live event. Please go over and watch it. I will link it down below in the video description. They did show off the rest of the 2023 range, the liveries and some of the new cars, and we did have a good chat with Andreas, who is the head of production. So whatever cars are being made, whatever liveries are being sorted and licensing, he gets stuck right into that. Really good interview with him. I will do a follow-up video of that just to clarify some of his answers, because we did do a question and answer, and some of the questions he gave answers to was really good. So we'll do a follow-up video just clarifying some of those questions. So please jump over, have a look at that. That was the first of its kind for Carrera. You will see more from them in this space, which is exciting. Just a quick disclaimer, the volume is a little bit low. We were in a factory setup, so they will get some better audio in the future, but that was a lot of fun. But before I left, they surprised me with a production sample of the Mercedes AMG. This is a Bathurst race car from 2022. Very exciting. So I think I'm one of the first to have this. It is almost out for sale, so very exciting, and that was a going away present because I'm going back home to Australia. But stay tuned, you might see me doing some more stuff with Carrera in Australia. We are talking behind the scenes to try and make that work. So remember, check down below the live event. It was one of the first of its kind by Carrera, or it was the first of its kind by Carrera, and I was very excited to be there. Check out the video, and I'd love your feedback on that, and if we can change anything other than the audio, let me know. So let's check out some Fly slot news, and if you check out the Rafa Fly Facebook page, you'll see all the news and updates there. They're showing off the Renault Turbo 5 in a couple of different forms here. I'm a really big fan of this car in real life. I absolutely love it. The first one is a Renault Turbo 5 Movie Series 1983. Absolutely love the red, it pops. Again, I do like this mold from Fly. They have done it a fair few times. I think more the merrier. That's my opinion. What do you think at home? Moving on to the Renault Turbo 5 Rally Tour 1984. Another example of this beautiful car. But let's move on to something a little bit different. The Ferrari 512S. This is making of the man. Car with figure. The figure is Steve McQueen. Beautiful looking box. They do a really good job, Fly, when they do a collector's edition. And to round it out, I think we've got the two Porsches. I'm going to show one here. There is another one coming. This is the Porsche 911S Bathurst from 1970. This will pair up nicely with the other Porsche that is coming out as well. So we do have two Porsches that raced around Bathurst. I don't think it's an Australian special to my knowledge, but it is really cool that it is an Australian car and livery, I guess you could say. So there you go, some news from Fly. Next up, some news from BRM, but not directly from them. This was from the Facebook page, ANE Slot Scale Racing. Now, I don't fully understand what's happening here. I do want to share the pic with you. Here is the Ford Mustang, of course, BRM 124 scale, and it says coming soon with original light. Now, of course, there might be a bit of a language breakdown there. If you do know what this means, let me know. I did get a question on the weekend when I joined TrackFan TV's live event. It happens every Sunday, and they asked, are they going to do the Mustang again, or are they going to do the Mustang? And I said, I'm not too sure. I had an inkling there was something coming. Well, this is a post that got my attention. So let me know if you know what this means. The special original light. I'm not too sure what that means, but there you go. A 124 scale Mustang from BRM. Next up, we have an update from Sideways, or Racer by Sideways, however you want to pronounce it. We've got two Skylines here with two liveries that are coming out very soon. Huge fan of this car, huge fan of both these liveries. The first one is the Falcon livery. It's pretty iconic. I'm a big fan of this one. You see a lot in drift racing, but of course it's been slapped on a lot of cars around the world. The second one I think is my favorite out of the two. It's called the THATSLOTCARGUYOZ. I think I'm saying that correct, but I know it as the Advan livery. I've been a JDM fan. The Advan brand and livery is huge to me, so I do like seeing this one. So there you go, an update from Sideways. Can't wait to see these cars when they're out. Are you going to grab them? Let me know in the comments. So next up, we have some news from Scalextric. They've just announced a free giveaway where you could win a free signed slot car. The slot car is the Ford Sierra RS 500, signed by Tim Harvey, which is a pretty cool free giveaway. Of course, there's some rules. You must be following them and you must comment on the original post, which is on Facebook. And if you do want some extra entries, you can comment on the Twitter and Instagram. So I think you can get 3 entries in total. And also it runs until the 17th of the 9th. So you must be following and you must comment. Good luck. I'd love to know who wins it. If you do win it, please let me know so I can add you on the show. So 17th of the 9th, get commenting on those 3 platforms. So let's kick off slot car goodies with THATSLOTS. I've got 2 bits of information here to share for you. The first one is the Alloy 124 setup plate, which is 200 by 100. So if you do want yourself a 124 scale setup plate, they will have you covered. Coming very, very soon. And they're also showing off some rims that are in stock. They are the 16.8s by 8.5s in white. Now I do have a box of goodies from Staffs. They're on their way back to Australia. Once I'm back home, I have the perfect car to do some rim swaps on, so you will see video on that in the future. There you go, some goodies from Staff Slot Cars UK. So next up, we have some slot car goodies from Show Us Your Slots. And I do have to say, these legends make it on the channel a fair bit because they do reach out to me and say, Trav, we've got this coming in, or here's a unique brand you should try that we don't see on your channel. Hence why they make it on the channel a fair bit more than other shops. If you are a shop out there that's focused around the slot car world, please hit me up if I do miss you on Facebook or Instagram. If you want to get in touch with me, please do. I want to share as many shops that I can. Of course, I always say support your local, so please reach out to me. But Show Us Your Slots are showing us some of the CG slot car racing goodies. This is the tyre truer. I've already tested one of Show Us Your Slots tyre truers that they get in, which is really good. Not a CG. This one looks quite interesting. Maybe when I'm back in Australia, I might try and grab one. And they do stock the CG slot racing products, so reach out to them. And again, if you are a slot shop out there or anyone that's around the slot community and you want to be featured on the show, reach out to me. I do want to put as much people on the channel as I can. What's happening in the world of slot cars? Well, let's visit SRC's Facebook page, and they have posted the SRC Rally Slot Legends for 2023. This is hosted and based in Spain. The reason I'm bringing some attention to this style of racing, we are used to wood router racing, plastic track racing, and digital, but this is quite interesting. If you haven't seen a rally race event before, jump on YouTube, check it out. It happens a lot in Spain and now in the UK, and I do want to take this back down under using the SRC brand if we can to get this kind of racing happening. If you are watching SRC, is this being filmed? Is it being live streamed? If it's not, please do it. If it is being filmed, please get me some footage so I can share this because I do like this kind of event. So check it out, the SRC Rally Slot Legends 2023. Well, next up we have Slot Shops, who is hosting the NSR Australian Nationals from the 12th to the 15th of October. Now for me, this is very exciting. I am back in the country when that happens. Will I try and make it? I really hope so. I do land not too many days before it starts. But if you are watching Slot Shops, please live stream this if you can, or if not, take some footage and get it to me. So I like to show off how it works in your neck of the woods. I believe this is the second NSR titles or nationals in Australia. Again, Slot Shops, if you are watching, please let me know if I am wrong, but really cool concept. We're having a lot of big brands hosting races or backing races in Australia, and this is just another one. So check it out, the NSR Australian Nationals hosted by Slot Shops, 12th to the 15th of October. And to round out what's happening in the world of slot cars, the boys from Magnetic Racing and Pete from Track Fans TV is at Goodwood this weekend. They are, I believe they're in the Swedish market or the Swedish stand. I'm probably getting this completely wrong. They do have a beautiful track there. There's some slot car action happening. There is a leaders board. I'm not on it, my sticker is there. I asked them to give me a fake time just to get my name on the board, but I don't think they're going to do it. So Pete, you're going to represent the content creators there, mate. Check them out if you can on their Facebook page. Again, boys, if you can get some footage to me of the event, maybe film some hot laps, we can get it on the channel. It'd be really good to see. So there you go. The boys from Magnetic Racing, Think Scalextric are at Goodwood for the weekend. So that's a wrap of today's episode of That Slot Car News and updates for a Friday. As always, a massive thank you to you at home for tuning in, and a very big thank you to the official news sponsor, Pendle Slot. Check out their socials linked in this video description, and of course the channel description. And I am wearing one of their t-shirts that they did send me. It is getslotted.co.uk, the orange pop. So I thought, let's try out some orange for a change. Very big thank you to Carrera for allowing me to come and help host the Carrera live event. It was the first of its kind for Carrera, and they did give me a very special gift with, I'm still blown away, a product sample of the Mercedes AMG that raced around Bathurst in 2022. If there's any other companies out there who are thinking about doing live events the same as what Carrera do, please do it. This is the new way of interacting with your followers, potential new customers, and of course fans like myself who like to see the new stuff, some behind the scenes. I will do an update video on the Carrera Live answering some of the questions that Andreas did answer, just to make it more clearer for you guys in English. And of course, I hope I will be doing some more work with them in the future. A quick disclaimer, I was not paid by Carrera. I was not sponsored by Carrera in any shape or form when I visited. I was there as a special guest only, and I did really appreciate that. But as always, at That Slot Car Guy on Instagram and YouTube, if this is the kind of content you like, please consider subscribing. It does help the channel. We are going back to Australia in 4 weeks. I've got some really cool things planned. But be safe, take care, support your local. Bye.